When Shiloh Jolie-Pitt, the daughter of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, decided to move out of her mother's home to live independently with her close friend Keone Rose, the public immediately took notice. The questions raised weren't merely about who Shiloh chose to live with or why she left, but about the deeper implications this decision might have for the entire famous family, especially for the relationship between Shiloh and her mother, Angelina Jolie. Shiloh's decision wasn't a simple event. It marked a pivotal turning point in her journey toward adulthood, where personal choices begin to transcend the expectations placed on her by family and society. Shiloh has long been in the public eye, not only because she is the child of two of Hollywood's biggest names, but because of her strong, independent personality and her bold steps toward self-discovery. She once made headlines for embracing a gender-fluid style, but more recently, she's returned to a more traditionally feminine appearance at red carpet events, showing that her identity is evolving on her own terms. By choosing to move out and live with her rumored girlfriend, Shiloh is clearly making a powerful statement about autonomy and the need for her own space. It's a declaration of independence, a signal that she no longer wants to live under the shadow of a celebrity family, but instead wishes to shape her own life and personal relationships. This naturally raises broader questions about how young adults raised in the spotlight define the right time to explore freedom and make choices for themselves. Angelina Jolie, while known for being an open-minded and supportive mother when it comes to her children's growth, reportedly couldn't help but feel concerned when Shiloh made the decision to move out without much discussion. According to sources, the actress felt shocked and saddened by her daughter's choice to leave, even though she respects Shiloh's freedom and autonomy. This speaks volumes about Jolie's parenting philosophy. Though full of love and concern, she also understands that her children need space and independence to grow in their own way. Still, Shiloh's move hasn't gone without controversy. While many support her independence at age 19, especially for someone as mature and grounded as she is, others worry that stepping out too soon might expose her to unforeseen pressures, particularly since she is now living with someone rumored to be her romantic partner. Some observers believe Shiloh may simply be seeking solitude and clarity about who she is, but doing so under the spotlight of a high-profile family might only intensify public scrutiny. Another noteworthy element in this unfolding story is the growing distance between Shiloh and her biological father, Brad Pitt. Shiloh has reportedly filed legal documents to drop Pitt from her surname and retain only Jolie, a bold and unambiguous step in separating herself from a father she may no longer trust. Although Brad Pitt has consistently denied allegations of controlling behavior or abuse, many believe this act symbolizes a long and difficult emotional journey Shiloh has endured, dealing with memories and feelings that haven't been easy to process. While unspoken publicly, this rift could very well be one of the emotional drivers behind Shiloh's decision to live independently, an attempt to remove herself from unresolved familial burdens. In that light, her relationship with her mother, Angelina Jolie, becomes even more complex. Jolie, who has often emphasized raising her children with personal freedom and without imposing her own ideals, now faces a deeply personal test, as her daughter takes a major step forward in life. Allowing Shiloh to leave the family home isn't just a parenting decision. It's a moment that challenges the nature of their mother-daughter bond. As time passes and children inevitably grow into themselves, one aspect that cannot be overlooked is Shiloh's decision to avoid following in the professional footsteps of her famous parents. Despite being the daughter of one of the most iconic couples in Hollywood, she has chosen not to pursue acting. Instead, Shiloh has found passion in dance and is gradually making a name for herself as a talented dancer. This choice not only underlines her independence, but also reflects a desire to live on her own terms, free from public or familial expectations. In a world where every move of a celebrity child is dissected, Shiloh's deliberate choice to live quietly, away from the spotlight, is both bold and admirable. Nonetheless, Shiloh's decision will likely remain a topic of debate and fascination for the media, as every step she takes continues to attract public attention. The real question remains, can she truly find freedom in her new life? Or will the pressure and risks of stepping away from a famous lineage catch up with her? And will the support from her mother, Angelina Jolie, give her the strength to navigate this journey of self-definition? Or will this, too, become one of the many unavoidable trials of growing up in the harsh glow of Hollywood fame? When Shiloh Jolie-Pitt, the 19-year-old daughter of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, suddenly became the center of media attention after being seen in affectionate moments with her dance partner Keone Rose. Questions about identity and personal freedom quickly surfaced. The sight of the two young women laughing, chatting, and having lunch together in Los Angeles not only fueled rumors of a same-sex relationship, but also sparked a broader conversation about the influence of family, fame, and personal decisions in the lives of a younger generation trying to find themselves in a world full of expectations. What makes this story particularly compelling is that Shiloh is not just the child of one of Hollywood's most iconic couples. She also represents a generation growing up under near-constant public scrutiny. When a celebrity child, especially one born to names as enormous as Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, enters a rumored relationship, every move they make is examined with extreme precision. But what happens when what they want, what they feel, doesn't align with the expectations placed upon them by their family or society? Brad Pitt is said to be deeply concerned about the potential negative influences Shiloh may face, particularly as she continues to express her personal freedom in clear and deliberate ways. According to one source, Brad isn't troubled by the idea of Shiloh being in a same-sex relationship, but worries that she may lack the proper guidance at a critical time in her life. Shiloh is still very young, vulnerable, and possibly lost in a world she's only beginning to understand, the source shared. This concern reflects a father's deep desire to protect his daughter from the potential harm of public life, but also highlights a sense of helplessness in being able to reach her, especially following his divorce from Angelina Jolie. In stark contrast, Angelina Jolie has responded with calm acceptance, expressing full support for Shiloh's right to make her own choices. The actress has consistently emphasized that she never forces her children to live by her expectations and encourages them to express themselves in the most authentic way possible. Jolie has noted that her daughter has no interest in fame or conforming to any public image. She simply wants to live life on her own terms. This open-minded, relaxed parenting approach seems to be the reason behind Angelina's composed response to the media frenzy surrounding Shiloh. This reveals a clear divergence in parenting philosophies between the two stars. While Brad focuses on the possible consequences of Shiloh's growing independence and worries about the absence of family protection, Angelina insists that the priority is for her daughter to have the freedom to discover herself and make her own decisions. Their differences echo a larger societal dilemma. How do we help young people form their identities when they are constantly surrounded by the expectations of their parents, community, and the media? From another perspective, Shiloh's behavior can be seen not merely as rebellion, but as a powerful declaration of the right to live truthfully, in a world where individuality and identity are often ignored or diluted. When a young woman chooses to live freely, whether in love, gender identity, or self-expression, is it a sign of strength or confusion? That's the question Shiloh, like many of her generation, must answer for herself on the road to adulthood. Despite being born into immense fame, Shiloh has never pursued the spotlight. Instead of entering the entertainment industry like her parents, she chose to follow her passion for dance, not because it was expected of her, but because it genuinely fulfilled her. Through dance, she not only showcases her artistic talent but also asserts her independence in shaping a life that belongs to her, even as pressure from family legacies and public attention continues to mount. Life as a celebrity child is rarely easy, and the fact that Shiloh reportedly hired her own legal representation and even filed to remove Pitt from her surname is a clear testament to the inner tension between generational expectations and personal freedom. In a world saturated with judgment and projections, her steps toward legal and emotional independence underline the ongoing struggle between what society and family want for a child and what that child wants for herself. With the public watching her every move, the question remains, can Shiloh ever find true freedom to become who she really is? Despite their differing reactions, both Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie raise a larger question that resonates with families everywhere. When should parents stand beside their children? And when is it time to let them stand on their own?